Hi, this is Christian de la Huerta with Soulful Power, and we've been taking a look at the different types of programs that we offer, and one of those was retreats. The different types of retreats that we offer include Soulful Power, Soulful Relationships, and Soulful Purpose. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the Soulful Relationships retreat. And there are a couple of premises that are the foundation of that retreat. One of them is it's paraphrasing the Course of Miracles, which says something to the effect of, it's not our job to look for love, but to look within ourselves for the obstacles to love. So part of the retreat, and what that means basically is that if we will remove the ways that we have been blocking love, the way that we have been keeping love at bay, by attracting the wrong partners, by self-sabotaging our relationships, that love will come get us. So that our job is really to spend the time looking at the ways, many of them subconscious, the ways that we have been blocking love from us. So along those lines, we look in two areas. We look in the area of self-worth. Because if we have any remnants of any conditioning that we're not good enough, that we're not lovable, that we're not worthy of love, that there's something wrong with us, or any of that constellation, that family of belief systems that so many of us carry, there is no way that we're going to attract the right partner who's going to reflect other than that to us. So the relationships are kind of doomed from the get-go because we're attracting the very same thing that we're projecting. And if that's the way that we're holding ourselves, that's what's going to come right back at us. So the other area that and by the way, the majority of those beliefs, there is no truth to them. You know, these are misunderstandings of young minds that didn't know any better. Something that we misheard, something that was spoken to us at the wrong moment or in a moment of reactivity or overwhelm, something that may have been said with bad intentions or maybe good intentions, but we have spent our lives living out of that untruth. And therefore attracting further and further evidence to provide for one of those beliefs. The other area that we'll look at is beliefs about the nature of relationships. Because if we have any belief, whether conscious or unconscious, that relationships all end up in pain and suffering and divorce, if we have beliefs that I'm going to get lost in another relationship, that I'm going to lose myself in a relationship, that I'm going to be hurt, that I'm going to be abandoned, who in their right mind is going to want to get into a relationship? But the ironic part of it is it's not a very effective strategy, because what happens then is we attract partners who are not a match, who are not available in some way. So they're either geographically unavailable, they live in the opposite side of the country, or they're already in relationship with somebody else, or they're just not there emotionally. So we, in an attempt to protect ourselves from getting hurt, from getting left, from getting abandoned, we ensure the very same thing that we're trying to avoid, because we end up alone anyway. Kind of a messed up strategy. So in part of the retreat is looking at that, looking at the ways that we have created for ourselves to avoid relationship. And then when combined with the multiple breathwork sessions, we go deeper and deeper and go at the source of those fears, of those worries, of those misunderstandings that we took on about ourselves. And by the miracle of the healing power of the breath, they get healed. And people's lives change. I can tell you, even in the last 2 years, probably 5 couples who were at the brink of divorce, and they came to one of the relationships retreat, and they're still together. The relationship was saved. So there's some really powerful teachings that are shared about the way that we hold relationships. If you are in relationship, by the way, and you've got those basic human needs for companionship, for intimacy, for family, for sex, for all those good things, then what? How do you hold the relationship? How do you contextualize the relationship in a way that it's going to forward our own process of healing, our own process of spiritual evolution along? So come to one of the retreats. You'll be so glad you did. The information that you'll receive will impact not only your intimate romantic relationships, but it'll change the way you do all of your relationships. It actually transforms your relationship to relationship. So for more information or to see some of the upcoming schedule, check out the website, soulfulpower.com. Thank you for your time and keep breathing.